Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining the Stock Martin channel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit all. Leave me a comment down below and I'll give you a shout out at the end of my videos. Also, please hit that thumbs up button. Give me a thumbs up or a like button. This will share this video with others. Happy Friday everybody. It's getting close to our next weekend and I have a lot to tell you about this week. Especially what happened in the EV sector. To start off with, this has been a pretty tough week. It has been a pretty tough week for all the stocks. Mostly it hit big stocks such as the Chinese EV market got hit really hard. And in the beginning of the week, we've had the Chinese crackdown, the regulation crackdown, which started with DIDI, ride-hailing company in China. That was cracked down, and this was affecting all the Chinese markets, all the Chinese stocks that are U.S. stocks, such as NIO, Xpeng, Li, and a lot of these stocks were selling off. It was also impacting Tesla. Pretty much all the tech stocks got sold off. I do think that this is just a short-term, temporary. I don't think it's going to be a long-term impact on our stocks, but we definitely have to watch and see, because there has been a lot of news from the federal government about the economy recovering. The Delta variant for the coronavirus is starting to make a comeback. It's starting to make a lot of infections. And also people are concerned about the economy because there's a lot of talk about inflation. There's the chip shortages, so you still see that there's not a lot of production in vehicles. So overall, I think these are bumps in the road. I think these are growing pains. The S&P 500 has recently reached the newest highs, and it did have a cool down phase, and it cooled down a lot of these stocks. However, in the future, I think we will be doing quite well. I did want to talk to you about some big news today about CCIV stock. We're just briefly going to talk about the stock and then the news that's accompanying with it. CCIV was up 2.5% for today. So we can see we started off at $25.40 and we went up all the way. We passed $26 mark, but then we came back down and we're about the $25.50 mark. This is very good for the stock because I do see that we are maintaining this base. If you go back and look at previous videos that I have made, I wanted to make sure that we keep this base and this consolidation, and that we don't go under $25. In the past week, we have hit below $25 at one point, $23.97, and that was at 9:30 a.m. yesterday, Thursday. But as we can see, we have been coming up, and so anytime it went below that $25 mark, shareholders and stock buyers, investors would just purchase these stocks up, which is a really good sign that we do have that base and that stability of CCIV at the $25 mark. Looking in the past month, we pretty much kind of took away all the gains that we received from June 15th, which was a low of $22.61. We had a big run up of 27%, and we were at its high of $28.82 on Wednesday, June 30th. And as you can see, this week has gone down. We've gone down just this week alone, as I mentioned, are 9%, a little bit over 9%. What do I predict for the future of this stock and the future stocks? Well, speaking of CCIV, we do have all the good news coming out. We do have the merger coming soon. It's going to be 2 weeks actually from yesterday, so about 13 days away. And they are making headways on their productions. It looks like that they're on track to deliver the 577 Lucid Air Dream vehicles this year. So we do have some good news about CCIV, that the merger is coming soon. On July 23rd is when it's going to be consolidated. For the most part, CCIV will no longer be trading that way. It'll be trading at Lucid Motors, which will have a ticker of LCID. Knowing that, we do have this article by Investor Place. The title of it, Dear CCIV Stock Fans, Mark Your Calendars for July 13th. During this date, CCIV will be hosting a shareholder call from Peter Rawlinson to share Lucid's overview. And I think this is coming to answer some of the questions about the share dilution speculations that we have been hearing about. I think he's going to be saying where Lucid is right now, where it's on its deliveries, on its production, and future projections of this company. So mark your date on July 13th. I think it's going to be a big day, and hopefully we'll get some of those catalysts back and get the stock moving back up. The purpose of the Lucid Motors shareholder call will be to speak to existing CCIV shareholders on what to expect, and also to excite new investors and prospective buyers of Lucid Motors stock, the CCIV stock. This announcement and this meeting will be at a crucial moment in the merger's timeline with CCIV and Lucid, especially that we just had the dilution is a big concern from filing, and investors have not really liked that. And I did do a video yesterday that one of the questions on the merger vote was that 500 million shares would be increased to a whopping 15 billion potential shares just weeks before the merger. And so this call is going to be both to excite investors, future investors, and also reduce the anxiety and nerves of the people that are already having this stock. So I look forward to this news, and especially that we're getting closer to this merger. And there has been an update, according to Wallet Investor, on the CCIV forecast. This was just last week whenever we tested that $29 mark. The one-year forecast was actually at $50. It did go down a little bit, and this is based on the algorithm from Wallet Investor. It does have a one-year forecast now of being about $46.78. The five-year forecast hasn't changed too much. It has decreased a little bit to $129.45. But the big thing that we do need to see is the production of the vehicles. I think it will be very nice to see this presentation from the CEO of Lucid Motors on July 13th. That will tell us what Lucid is going to do with the shares. Why is it expanding? And people are thinking it's going to be share dilution. So we'll see where that thought process was coming from, and in the future what will happen to it. There's two things that I can think of just to throw them out there. One is normally in the future when companies have to get more shares to raise revenue, they actually have to go through an application process, and this process can be timely, and they do have to request it through the company and also through shareholders to raise additional capital. Well, if they get this done, then in the future, if they do need to release these extra shares, they can do that really quickly, and they don't really need to waste time to build up any potential investments or any potential money to raise for capital to invest in their vehicles or factories or what have you. Second reason I think that they potentially could be doing this is they are currently in the process of getting pushed through the phase 2 of their factory building process in Arizona. What they're trying to do is build another facility or add to another phase for the facility to build additional Lucid vehicles, which will be the Lucid Air and also the Lucid Gravity. If they manage to do this, then their production numbers will go from a possible of 35,000 vehicles per year all the way up to doubling that, almost close to 60,000 vehicles per year. They could start working on the Lucid Gravity earlier than 2023. And so these are other potential catalysts why they could be trying to increase their share potential. But we'll definitely have to see what Peter Rawlinson has to say about this, and we'll see in the future where the stock can go. So I think this stock has a good future ahead of itself. There are going to be some bumps in the road. I do suspect that after the merger we will have another sell-off. So we could retest the $25 marks again. But if you did want to get this stock on the down or dollar cost average down, you definitely might have a chance to do that after the merger. Will we hit that $30 for the stock price before the merger? I think it's still definitely possible, especially seeing this nice green day today and seeing that this stability of the $25 mark, the consolidation at this stock price is there, which yesterday and this week I have been mentioning. We did have that resistance of $29 at last week, and I think if we definitely get some potential good news, especially from July 13th, CCIV and Lucid Motors, Peter Rawlinson presentation, I think this could bump this stock up to that $30 mark, but we'll definitely have to see. But anyway, I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching it, for supporting the channel. Please give me that thumbs up, like button, it'll share this video with others. Also, please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit all. Also, I would like to thank each and every one of you for hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark. I really appreciate it. You guys have did such a wonderful job supporting the channel, and I really greatly appreciate that. I will continue doing research for you so that you can make a well-informed decision into purchasing your stocks. And again, I love what I do, and I can't wait to come back and talk to you on the next one. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend. Down below, if you would like to help out the channel, I put 2 links. One's for Webull. If you open an account, deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. If you deposit $100 into Coinbase, you get $10 of cryptocurrency and trading. Thank you for supporting the channel.